Tonight's episode is a little different. Might not be different for our guest Dom, but it's a little different for us because it's our first movie review. We had to seek out his expertise for tonight. Make sure you guys stay tuned as we review the movie, The Color Purple. The Color Purple. Stay tuned.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Welcome to Keep It a Brick with Hailey G.
This is the king of the coast. Let's make it official.
We're tapping into the hottest topics in the game.
If you don't know, now you know.
A fresh perspective on culture, entertainment, viral news, and just about everything happening around us. Y'all better listen up closely. You know we ain't holding back. Can you feel me? Now, it's time to Keep It a Brick.
Is that clear? All right, yeah.
Yo, what's good, motherfuckers? You know what it is. You know what it is. It's your boy, Hailey G, and it's another episode of Keep It a Brick. Yeah, we're doing something a little different tonight. Something that we've been talking about doing for a long time, and I'm actually really happy that we're doing this because we're putting our plans in fruition. Again, we are on the road to 100 bricks in the trap. That means 100 episode of Keep It a Brick is coming. This is, we're 4 episodes away. We're officially 4 episodes away. So get your popcorn ready. I got something planned. I don't know what yet, but I got something planned. Anyway, we have a guest, my man, our movie aficionado. He is your first, your last, your everything.
Yeah, everything. Golly. Oh man, it's so good to be here. I'm so glad I get to see y'all, man.
I know, man.
Talk about a movie.
I know.
Man.
We do
good
it.
to see
Hey,
y'all
man.
smiling faces.
We
in
do
beautiful
what
places,
do.
you know.
We do what you do every week at the Dog Trap, man. We do what you do most of the time at the Dog Trap. Again, make sure you listen to the Dog Trap. If you are trying to get your movie shit cracking, you know what I'm saying? Go fuck with us at the Dog Trap. Again, fuck with him.
New episodes on the way.
Dom, I'm happy to see you, my brother. It's been a while. It's been a while.
I'm just glad to be here. Yeah, it's been a while, man.
I know.
Things are good.
We gotta make this more often, brother. We gotta make this more often.
Absolutely.
Let's check in with you real quick because we haven't heard from you in a while. So, man, tell us what's new. How you living out here, man?
Oh man, things are good, brother. Work's good, family's good, weight loss still going on, all that good stuff, man. Still seeing movies every week, so you know, can't complain about that at all.
That's it right there. All right, for sure, man. Well, thank you for being here on this special episode of Keep It a Brick, where we discuss a movie. We're gonna talk about the movie in a little bit, but we got to do our check-in first. Got to check in on the lady of the house. You know what I'm saying? So, how you living?
I'm good. I'm just trying to get through school and get ready for Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Word. Any special plans for Turkey Day? What you?
I cook every year, so I will be cooking. I don't know exactly what the menu will be just yet. I'm still working on that, but yeah.
All right,
cool. I'm gonna give me a plate then. That's cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't threaten you with a good time. I heard
exactly.
Cooking, I'm pulling up.
Right.
Pull it up, damn it. All right. Well,
Hawaiian rolls and all.
Exactly.
Not Hawaiian rolls. We do the brown and serve. Yeah.
Even better. Even better. I'm here for
brown
it.
and serve. Shit.
Right.
I got a crazy Thanksgiving story about a brown and serve real quick. I broke my tooth on a brown and serve fucking roll when I was a kid.
What? How hard was the roll?
Motherfucker was cement. Go ahead, raise your hand.
I'm on the younger side. What the fuck is a brown and serve?
It's a roll, motherfucker.
You never seen like the rolls and they're like brown and serve. Like they're pretty much already ready. You just like put them in the oven to brown them and you put
Hawaiian rolls?
No,
they're not Hawaiian rolls. My God, they're called
brown and serve. You have to literally brown and serve them. Like you can't just eat them.
See, Hawaiian rolls are already done. Only thing you got to do is do your thing.
I'm sorry.
Brown and serve, on the other hand, you got to put them bitches.
Floridians are just doing Hawaiian rolls, huh? We do
shit. Californians too. Californians too. Let's check in with the man on the couch, my guy, my brother, William Aubrey, motherfucking Graham over there. Cash only, the man on the couch.
I'm good.
Got Celia in the background, we see.
Yeah. I had to do that one time. One time for the one time. Oh, I'm good over here, man. Can't complain, man. Happy to be here, ready for what we are doing today, man. I actually did my homework. I did what you guys said do, and that's watch the movie. And I looked at the movie from a perspective. I didn't just watch the movie. I tried to learn some things as I watched that movie. So, but I'm ready to get doing what we do best. But I'm good though.
All right.
Can't complain. How about you? Did we already get to you?
Yeah, it's me, man. It's me time now, I guess. I'm cooling. I'm better than what I was yesterday. I went to the game yesterday. I was at the Bengals Chargers game.
How was it? The Chargers won, right?
Yeah, the Chargers won. He was not happy about that.
Stop.
I don't could care less about the Chargers. They left my city. I don't care about them.
Stop. Like, I need y'all to stop. I don't need y'all to keep rubbing in the salt. Okay. My team is now officially 4-7. We are no longer. We have a 22% chance to make the playoffs. So I'm gonna do my little rant. Then we're gonna get into this shit because I got some shit to talk about. Thank you, John. I appreciate your condolences. I got a little rant, and I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of this toxic ass relationship that I got with the Bengals. I love y'all to death, but y'all killing me out here, man. Went to the game, had a great time at SoFi Stadium. Shout out to the people at SoFi because they showed your boy a lot of love out there. It was cool. The Charger fans, y'all some cool motherfuckers, ran into some cool Bengal fans. My coworker swore up and down that I was the only Bengal fan in Los Angeles. I want to let him know that he is a liar. Like right now on the
because it's the world. It's the world, but go ahead.
And he's fuck you. All right. Fuck you and your sorry ass Dolphins. Your quarterback is one hit away from being in a wheelchair. I just want you to know that.
He got a dub yesterday, but go ahead though.
He did. My quarterback has fucking MVP stats, and we are 4-7. That's all I'm gonna say. That is ridiculous. I left at the third quarter. As well because it was 27-6 at the third quarter. Once me and my girl left,
it became a game.
It became a game. I said, "Well, damn, what's going on?"
Wait. We have to talk about this before we get into it.
Yeah.
As a fan, you do not leave your team when they are down. You stand there and you root for them because you may be the driving force that gives them the W.
Actually,
you left. You could have won. They could have won because you left.
They wasn't gonna win. Let me tell you that right now. Them niggas was not gonna win. Them niggas defense.
So is that why you left? Because they were losing, or you just left?
Yeah. One, they was losing by damn near 30 points.
Shit, yeah. They embarrassed you.
Two, niggas is dancing in the aisle. The fucking Charger fans, again, as much as they are cool, they are some flamboyant assholes, bro. Like, swear to God. Niggas is coming in our aisle dancing and shit. You know what
they
I'm
don't
saying?
Even fucking deserve no fans. San Diego is too loyal to them and they don't deserve us. Okay. They left us hanging.
Listen,
that's another story for another time.
I don't fuck with them niggas anyway. It don't matter. I don't fuck with them niggas anyway. Anyway, overall, I had a good time yesterday, but it would have been even better to know that the Bengals had won again. He said, "Man, you sound like Flipper Rats, always crying about the Bengals. Y'all should never fire Marvin Lewis. Now y'all never gonna win a Super Bowl with Palmer." Hey, shut the hell up. First of all, Marvin Lewis was a bitch, and he couldn't coach to save his goddamn life. I'm glad we got rid of Marvin Lewis. If we didn't get rid of Marvin Lewis, we never would have sniffed the goddamn Super Bowl. And got rid of motherfucking Carson Palmer, bitch ass. Fuck both of them niggas. You must be a fucking goddamn Steelers fan. I bet
He a Bucks fan. He a Bucks fan.
Oh, he a Bucks fan. It's even worse. It's even worse. All right, let's get into it. Overall, again, I want to thank y'all for showing up. All the bricklayers, shout out to y'all. But this is going to be a little different movie. This is going to be a different episode. Again, we are going to be talking about a movie for the whole hour on this episode. You did. The movie that we have chosen, as Cash has also revealed in his background, is The Color Purple, 1985, starring Whoopi Goldberg, Danny Glover, Oprah Winfrey, and a plethora of black motherfucking actors that we all know and love.
Black All-Stars.
Black All-Stars, like bingo All-Stars. You know what I'm saying? That's one of them things. Exactly. Let's get into the background of this movie because I know a lot of y'all have seen it. Also, there is a poll in the chat. There's a poll in the chat. Have you seen The Color Purple? This is the poll inside of the YouTube.
I just asked my daughter before we started recording, and she said she's never seen Color Purple, and I was embarrassed for myself.
As you should.
She's never seen that movie.
As you should be, because you are parenting.
Well, that movie traumatized me, so I didn't want to, didn't want to deliver that trauma to her.
No, she should be. She should be embarrassed. She should be embarrassed.
My first time watching it was yesterday, so don't be embarrassed.
And I was ready to revoke
Did your kids watch it with you?
No?
Did your kids watch it with you?
My boys would never. What? My boys? Oh no, my boys ain't playing that shit. I mean, got their own shit going on.
He's like, I ain't about to watch this bullshit. I ain't got that. So again, we have a poll in the YouTube chat. It is, have you seen The Color Purple? And you have 3 options. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen the original? No. And are you only seen the remake? Because I know it's a lot of you young motherfuckers around here just only seen the remake. Disappointed.
That's crazy.
But I know that's wild. About as wild as the kids not watching The Color Purple. It was just it was a fucking family tradition.
Hey.
It was a family tradition. They played this movie every fucking year around Christmas.
Yeah, I've seen this movie like 100 times.
Thousands and thousands of times. But let's get into it. Early American life for African Americans in the 1900s, basically at this time. So you already know. If you don't know, I don't know what to tell you. We may see this in the next 4 years, since y'all have to bring your boy Teflon Donnie back in the house. Black people
don't got no rights, so we start.
There we go. Like we already got black excellence in this point. You know what I'm saying? We have just been emancipated at this point in life. It's the 1900s. Black people are, thriving, prospering. You know what I'm saying? They still are under segregation and everything else, but they are free. That's the main part of this. And before that, we have 2 characters, and I'm pretty sure y'all know who these characters are. See, Nettie, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Look. That's me and Prince's thing. Shout out to Prince.
We're gonna be like,
we gotta do all that.
We're gonna do our hand. We're gonna do the hand thing and all that. Okay.
Right. All that. Celie, and then you have, which is Whoopi Goldberg's character. You start off with a young version of Celie at this point. She is basically where this movie starts. It's kind of tragic. It's really tragic how it starts. You see Celie's character and Nettie, which is her sister, in a cabin, I would like to say. And if you know how slave cabins look, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers ain't that big. The motherfuckers ain't no mansions. It ain't no mini mansion and nothing like that. We talking about a shack with 4 walls, maybe. You know what I'm saying? In the roof. Mm-hmm. And she was pregnant. You see Celie gets her child taken away and stuff, like giving birth and taken away. Let's talk about that real quick. Let's go ahead and talk about that.
All right.
Ain't you done yet?
That's wild.
Sorry, bastard.
That's enough.
That got me traumatized. That just really triggered me right now. You fucking sorry bastard.
It's only funny. It's only funny because you see Buddy in the background with the flag.
I know. Look at you.
Talking
about, are you done yet? Obviously, fucking not. Do you see a baby?
Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
All right.
What I do love about that scene is like the vapor coming out of her mouth and the steam from the water. It's like you can see how cold it is. So like, just imagine being in there. Imagine being in that atmosphere. Imagine the smell inside of there. Just golly, you know.
I imagine the smell.
I wasn't gonna be ignorant, but I don't think I'm being ignorant. But the little baby has steam coming off of it.
Right.
I mean, I would hope so.
The baby has steam. I'm like, yeah, that's a little hot baby. So,
I mean, I agree. One of the most traumatizing scenes of the film. One of them. This is again. This film is one of those films. It's like, damn, really? We going this far into this shit again?
It's like, what next?
What's next? And it just kept happening.
Kept going.
It just kept going. overall, again, I love this. I hate to say it, but I love this scene because it really sets the tone for the movie. It lets you know, like, basically, this movie is serious as fuck. Yeah, you'll get some laughs, but this shit is heartbreaking because of the simple fact of what happened. So again, with that scene, she does give birth to her child. This is not the first time. She lets him know. She lets you know that. She also ends up losing the child. She ends up losing her children. They basically take her child. The stepfather takes and sells her kids. Sells them. She ends up finding one of them, though, in a store as a child because she was given, I think the preacher of the town had bought one or something like that. Mm-hmm. It was some crazy shit. Crazy shit.
I think the preacher ended up with both of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
They ended up with
correct.
Both of
but
them.
at that time, you didn't know that. It was just kind of like one of those situations where it's like, oh, I found my baby here in the general store, and she's just walking around with my baby. And
that's a mother's love, though. Like, hey, that's my baby. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because a daddy would never. He'd be like, okay. But a mother, she found her baby, and she followed that lady, and the way she was, even though it came off as strange, she couldn't give it up. Like, hey, that's my baby. Right. You feel me? Like, you got my baby in your arms, and the way she conducted herself as a young lady at that moment in life, she did well. It came off as a little strange and awkward, but she was just happy to see her baby at that time.
Yeah.
I think it was the detachment situation. You know what I'm saying? She hadn't had that moment to detach. Again, she wasn't planning on doing any of that. It was just bestowed upon her. Like, oh, this is what's going to happen, and this is how it's going to work, and XYZ. And this was like, again, she was a child. Back in the day, motherfuckers was marrying kids and fucking kids, which is wild as fuck to say
wild.
Right now.
Well, first of all, her stepfather.
And it was her stepdad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing was just, when I saw this movie, I probably was like 8 or 9, and I was traumatized for sure. Like, yeah.
If I go back to that, the cabin scene with the dad when he said something like, and you better not tell nobody but God. It'll kill your mother if she knew, or something like that. Nigga, you killed her. What kind of shit is that to say to your nigga?
Yeah, like, I'm like, how the fuck did the mom not know for the last 9 months? Like, have you been hiding her? Like, I wish we kind of knew a little more of the before that happened, leading up to that.
The backstory, I would love some more backstory on Celie and Nettie. But again, Hollywood doesn't believe in backstory. They just like, we're gonna give you what you want, what you need, right here and there. And
this throw you right into the mess, and you got to deal with it.
You got to deal with it. Got to deal with it. Another thing I want to bring up about this film that we'll discuss a little bit more later is editing. The editing in this film was horrible. Me and Dom was sitting up here before the show. How horrible the editing was. There was some bad editing through this film, but still a classic nonetheless. All right, let's move on. We already talked about Celie, Nettie. We talked about her stepfather and the relationship with her stepfather. Now let's get into the fact of, now we meet Danny Glover's character, Albert, and his name is Albert, but everybody calls him Mr.
I fucking hated him when I was younger. I hated him every movie after that. I cannot stand him. Like, he was just,
Mr. Albert, Mr. Johnson. That was him. First of all, when we first meet Albert, this motherfucking, I felt like Django. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gave this nigga a horse? You know what I'm saying? Like, who allowed him?
Why that nigga up there on that nag?
He come pulling up on a goddamn nag and shit, asking for Nettie's hand in marriage. And the stepfather was very reluctant to do so. He's more or less like, I don't know all about that shit right there, dog. I still ain't hit that yet.
Yeah, like, I gotta pay the goodies for myself.
Like, that's basically what he was on. He's like, I ain't hit that yet. But that spare tire I've been kicking for like the last 2 years, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can get that.
Like, it's just so crazy. Sad how he just like. Just gave her, just was like, take her.
Sold
her. Like, that's so wild. Like,
I'll tell you what. The oldest one, Celie, that was like, damn, bro, come on, you a dad. This supposed to be your prized possession, your daughters. You feel me? And the way tell you what, the oldest one, Celie, Celie's ugly. But I'm like, what the fuck?
She's ugly.
Yes.
She do good work.
She learned anything.
30 fucking dogs.
I don't know.
That was supposed to be her protector and did the opposite. That's the most heartbreaking thing about it.
Absolutely. Again, this is your stepfather, someone who claims that they love your mother. So you would expect for them to have that kind of respect and love for you and, everything else. But nah. Fam said, nope.
He sure did have some badass kids.
Let's talk about that too. Let's get into that. I'm glad you brought that up, Crypto. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping. Harpo, little punk ass. Yeah. Let's talk about his little punk ass real quick. So Harpo gets introduced into the movie at this point as a child. Well, again, as after Celie gets sold to Mister, she goes to this nigga's house to basically be there. You see Harpo show up. He's like, Harpo, help me with her bag. That ain't my mama. First thing he do, belt that bitch with a rock. Oh.
What a fucking welcoming gift to welcome her to the family.
Oh yeah, bleeding from the head, on the motherfucking pavement, just bleeding. Knocked the fuck out. Next thing you know, she waking up in the bed and with a bandage and getting tossed. Straight up.
Somebody's around here knocking the boots.
Yeah. That shit, to hear the bed, as a young girl watching that movie, I was traumatized for multiple levels from that fucking movie. That was
just traumatizing to see.
As far as the kids, Harpo, in today's generation, bro, you made it hard for fathers to date now because you throwing bricks at people at the gate. Who taught you that?
Right.
You feel me? And then y'all waiting there. It was 3 of them, right? They sitting there waiting there like the children of the corn. We finna do her ass.
It was a gang of them badass motherfuckers. Yeah. It was a gang of them motherfuckers. It was 11 of them motherfuckers. And she took care of all of them. They was fighting and all type of shit when she got there. Motherfuckers was out here wilding out. I don't even, you know what? Let me see something real quick. I mean, and then Nettie. All right, Nettie, of course, they're still sisters and shit. She comes.
Wait. Before you get to Nettie,
what's up?
That house was filthy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Yeah. Mister was a nasty ass nigga, dog.
But what more do you expect?
He was nasty in multiple fucking levels. That was the least worries of the house.
He lost his wife, all right? He was, he lost his wife. Listen,
that was depression. That was depression.
That was some of that shit. He was depressed. He lost his wife. His wife died. He's just ill.
And also, while we're on the subject, were the kids bad or were they just mischievous? Let's talk about it.
Here, playing devil's advocate.
You say were they bad or mischievous? They were bad, bro. They became mischievous. You feel me? So they was bad. You telling me?
I got you.
Imagine you a child right now. Imagine you being a child and your mom. Somebody brings, I don't even know how to explain this shit, but somebody hits your mom in the head with a brick, my nigga. That's bad as fuck. Them jits is bad, bro.
I'm squaring up off rip.
No, wait. Imagine it's your first date. You pull up to the house, right? Mm-hmm. Your date has a child or a 10-year-old child or 12-year-old child at this time, and it's legal at this point to leave this child and do your thing, right? Y'all about to go out. And this, you pull up, you come to the door, you all suave and shit, you in your best shit, and you knock on the door and shit, and this motherfucker open up the door and just Rodney Dean your ass, just bam, bow. You know what I'm saying?
No. That's bad.
Belt to ass.
Yeah, I would have been ass. We all would have been bleeding after that.
All right. I'm glad you brought up them kids. It was a lot of motherfucking kids, some badass kids.
Right.
So Nettie comes back around again to help her sister because her stepfather again won't try to keep his hands off her. She keeps attempting, but she keeps fighting back, so he don't get none. So she basically I'm out here on the streets, Make a long story short, they turn around and she turns around and she comes to stay with Mister. And of course, he don't mind because he like, shit, I get both of them now.
That's what I wanted originally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wanted originally.
I'm gonna be the 2000 person. in his head, he was like, I don't mind. When she said, can Nettie say for a spell? I'm going to just throw in the hip-hop references. I'm sorry. But that's what he was thinking in his goddamn head.
That wasn't the hip-hop reference I thought, though. Hip-hop reference I thought was Future. I don't give a damn.
Oh, fuck, that's good. That's good.
You know?
I see what you did there, bro. See what you did. That was good.
You know what, guys?
That was real sister, Skyly.
Sensational. Sensational. Nettie turns around and she's going to school. Shit, Celie can't go to school. She's married, you know what I'm saying, and things of that sort. Nettie goes to school. She's learning how to read. She's educated now at this point. So she decides she is going to teach Celie how to read at this point. Celie learns how to read. She learns how to do her thing. And, you know, this is a beautiful thing for Celie because it makes her into an independent person where she doesn't have to depend on people and stuff like that. Something that is important to Black people, especially back then, because they used to hang niggas to know how to read. Just want to let y'all know. Message. Just want to throw that out there real quick. So the abuse still continues at this point. Mr. Albert Johnson goes on down and sees Nettie going to school. This man again on a goddamn nag again, chasing her down the road, smiling and shit,
showing teeth
and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like a fucking pedophile.
And his a pedophile and his Sunday's best. That's what
the nigga, the faces he was making, it reminded me of that blackface art.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Very much so.
I'm sorry. That's what I got from that. I'm like, what the fuck? He looked just like that shit right now. Danny Glover, I probably won't even look at another movie. He kind of fucked me up.
I told you.
He did. I ain't gonna lie. He kind of fucked me up.
I mean, I like Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon though. So real quick sidebar, real quick before we get deep into it. There is another film that was kind of not related to this film, but they had some two of the actors, which is Oprah Winfrey and Danny Glover. Beloved. Beloved is a wild ass.
That's another one that had me traumatized. See, we can't.
I see Beloved.
Yeah.
That one fucking really traumatized me.
There's only one scene in Beloved.
One time, man. I've never seen it again.
There's only one scene in Beloved that everybody only talks about. And it's when old girl turns around and says, I want you to touch me on the inside. That's it. That's it. That's all. But anyway, back to The Color Purple. There's an attempted rape at this point by Mr. on Nettie in the woods. Bastard. You know what I'm saying? But Nettie fights back. She smacks that nigga in the dick with the books. She's like, nah. She like, help. You see her run off.
Yeah, she skedaddles out of there.
She skedaddles out. Like she gets home. She puts her feet to the pavement and runs. Right. Then the most things that happen. Well, the worst part. This is the worst part to me because this is sad. Because Mister didn't get none. What'd he do? He kicks her out in the street. He kicks Nettie out. This is like one of the. Now, to me, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was dying laughing at this scene because there's a part in the scene. The face.
Wow. So exaggerated.
Me and my cousin used to be like reenacting that shit like all the time. It just wasn't funny, but still.
All right. Y'all want to? Let's talk about it. Fuck it. Let's talk about it a little bit. Get the hell out of my I nigga put her in the whole street.
I know.
Kids ain't doing shit. Harpo
they just watching.
They just looking like, what the fuck's going on?
Get off my land! Get off my land!
How you beating on her? You beating on the knuckles?
That is a lot of kids, though.
And they all watching. Like, ain't nobody gonna do nothing.
It's an entire offense.
Nobody want to throw a brick. Nobody. At this point, nobody want to throw a brick.
Y'all fucked up for that.
All right, that's enough.
Yeah, this about to make me get emotional. That was really sad. Okay.
The fucked up part about it is he started treating her like Celie, like when she first got on the goddamn fucking plantation and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna start throwing rocks at her now? That's
yeah, just right. Fucking.
So them kids is bad to go for it because that's where they picked that shit up from their dad.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I that scene fought with me too, because you know you see two sisters ripped apart from each other, man, and you know this girl, this little sister, because Daddy is the little sister. Yeah. She really know what her sister going through, if anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you feel me? And for her to be ripped away from her sister like that,
again,
physically ripped away. On top of that, yeah.
And horrible, but it's an emotional scene though. It's really an emotional scene. You see a lot of emotional acting in this one. You know what I'm saying? Especially when old girl bust out that why. I was like, yo.
But you gotta, and when you look at it, keep in mind they are kids themselves. Mm-hmm. They still look kids. So they can't do too much to this adult. You know, so
absolutely. I mean, I think it wasn't only a why towards Mr. at that point. It was just a why. Like, why are y'all treating me like this? You know what I'm saying? You know, as a woman, like, you know what I'm saying? Why am I being abused and mistreated and misunderstood and not being listened to or anything of the sort? You just taking advantage of me and doing what you want to do, which is wild. It's wild to me. But yeah, definitely an emotional scene. I will laugh at that scene every time I see it, though. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna laugh every time she say why. It's gonna come out. I don't give a damn. Sorry, y'all. I love y'all. No judgment.
We didn't even do the most. You know, when they do the whole.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What, the reading part?
No.
The reading. Wait, what are you talking about?
Like, never mind.
What we miss? Yeah, I want to know what the hell. What we miss?
No, like when like she's leaving and they're like she runs and like they're all like
they waving and shit.
Yeah.
The badass kids is waving her off like bye, bitch.
One down, one to go.
One down, one to go. Right. Again, that's just a very emotional, sad scene. It's crazy as well because we don't talk about the first abuse that does happen around in this scene. She's combing the little girl's hair and she's screaming and crying and she can't get her because again the girl's hair ain't been combed since the wife was there.
Yeah.
And so he can't get her, she can't get her to quiet down. She's over here combing and she's like, I'm trying. And she, he's like, get that child to shut up. And she's like, I'm trying. And next thing you know, that motherfucker gave her 5 across the eyes and like, don't ever talk back to me like that. You know what I'm saying? So she also experiences her first sign of abuse during this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna point out something early too with that scene as far as him slapping her. When he comes to the goddamn idea of slapping her, it's like he was like, oh, I remember my dad told me if I need something done, do this. If you look at how he looked before he slapped it was a whole like he had an epiphany moment.
Yeah.
Then he proceeded to slap the girl. You feel
me? Yeah. He slapped the dog shit out of her too. That was the cold part. The dog shit out of her.
Yeah, I got some hard feelings towards Buddy.
Definitely. Let's move on a little bit. One of the most I say this is like one of the most prolific parts of the movie at this point. Celie's life now, because she's a grown woman at this point after Nettie is gone. We don't know where Nettie is. Nettie said she would write. I wanted to bring that up. She said we'll write, and on her way down the motherfucking road. You know what I'm saying? Nettie does right, but Mr. ain't going for that shit. Mr. ain't like, nah, nigga, you ain't getting no motherfucking letters from her ass. Fuck that shit. We done. You know what I'm saying at this point. So, Celie at this point is really just suffering in silence. She's grown. She's dealing with a lot of trauma at this point from Mr. beating her ass and also serving all these goddamn kids running around the house. You don't even see the kids no more later in the film. You only see one major kid, which was Harpo, a little big head ass. You ain't give a fuck about none of them other kids.
No.
Them motherfuckers was gone. This is when it gets a little wild though, because then again she's suffering in silence. Harpo's a grown man at this point. He goes out and marries a woman by the name of Sophia. Her name's so pretty, ain't it? Sophia. Like straight up.
Yeah.
He marries Sophia.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mr. don't like that because he don't like Sophia because Sophia's a little strong-minded.
No, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the best way of saying it. She's a little strong-minded. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
She was with the shits. I liked her.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was nothing like Celie.
Exactly.
That's what he was used to.
Everything she wanted to be was what was.
I got an analysis about her too.
Yeah, she was the complete opposite of what Celie was. She was loud, proud, beat a nigga ass if she had to. Sophia was not the type of motherfucker that you want to fuck with.
Sounds like me.
You know what you know what I label Sophia as?
What's up?
The independent woman.
Throw your hands up at me.
You feel me? That's how I looked at Sophia's character.
Yeah.
You feel me? I looked at that Celie's character like somebody who couldn't break the systemic, what was already placed on her. You feel me? The laws and stuff that she couldn't break that. You feel me? But we'll keep going. As we go on, I'm gonna keep breaking them down how I felt about each character.
I like that, brother. Yeah. I like that.
Mr. was a little boy. The whole time. He was a little boy. And I wanted to go back on the scene when Celie grows up and Mr. is going around the house because he's going crazy because he can't find this or that. And she gets her little, like, her lick backs by laughing at his pain that he can't do it for himself. You feel me? He tries to light the stove or whatever. It explodes on when he go gets the kerosene. It's like she got her little lick backs from him when he couldn't do it himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of course. But yeah, let's not get too ahead here. At this point, Harpo does marry Sophia. I was married now. That whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I got some gripes about that scene. My man's trying to turn around and kiss Sophia. The whole family just rush and just snatch her up like she just, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, I was married now, y'all. I was married now. With the baby. She was also pregnant. She was already pregnant as well. Sophia was already pregnant. She also had an issue. Again, like I said, she had an issue with Mr. They had words where they never got along. So there's also a scene where she's like, Harpo, I'll be outside waiting. Don't keep me waiting too long after she did guzzle down a glass of lemonade. She deep throated that goddamn lemonade. That shit was wild.
Goddamn Oprah.
Goddamn Oprah.
You was thirsty, shit.
But another thing happens. And this is one of the most iconic scenes, I feel like, of the movie. It is. It really is. Because everybody say this line. If you know the line, I know y'all know the line. Y'all know the line.
Yes.
You told Harpo's to beat me. I had to fight all my life.
I mean, well, in Celie's defense, that's all she know.
Yeah.
So she's just like that's
giving advice. She's giving the advice she knows.
She's just telling them, well, this is what they do to me, like. But yeah, that wasn't a good advice to give.
Because the situation was that, again, since Sophia was so strong-minded, very independent, as Cash would say, and stuff like that, she didn't give a fuck about what nigga. Ain't no nigga telling her nothing. She gonna do what the fuck she wanna do. She gonna do what Sophia wanna do. Something that kind of comes back and we'll get to that part.
I got it.
So we'll talk about that.
Yeah. We'll talk.
So boom, that happens again. Harpo trying to get his life together. He's out here trying to build this goddamn juke joint. Like trying to get the juke joint cracking with Lawrence Fishburne playing a little mini guitar and shit. And but again, Sophia is very strong-minded, not listening, you know what I'm saying? He can't really get a word in. Harpo is just, no offense, he kind of soft. So what does Celie tell her? Beta. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. I think we may go ahead and we got something for that. Let's look at that in action. Let's look at that in action.
What I'm gonna do about Sophia?
Why is she holding her gums like that?
Because she looks scared to even say it. Like,
beat her. Look at that walk. That's right, bro.
Right. Through the crop.
You told Harpo to beat me. It was that mule, Paul. Old Jordan.
Look at his eye.
Jordan mule. I tell you, I was out there trying to plow that north
I know
field.
that's right.
And the mule
That's
just
what I
went
see.
crazy. He started kicking and bucking, hitting it right there.
mule.
Bust my eye, bust my lip. All my life I had to fight. I had to fight my daddy. I had to fight my uncles. I had to fight my brothers. Girl, child ain't safe in the family men's. But I ain't never thought I had to fight in my own house. I loves Harpo. God knows I do. But I kill him dead before I let him beat me. And that's a hoof print. Did you look at the hoof print that part?
No, that looked like a fish print.
No, sir. No, sir. You don't fish at my face. No, sir.
Yeah, she knocked your ass out.
Dead son-in-law, Miss Celie. You keep on advising him like you doing.
She said you want a dead son-in-law.
Life be over soon. Heaven lasts always. Girl, you ought to bash Mrs. head open and think about heaven later.
That's a bar.
Hey.
That's a
What?
bar.
All right.
Said, fuck around and find out. Okay,
telling
that if it was a person. Okay.
Right.
But yeah.
Great. That was again great scene.
scene.
Yes.
Very emotional scene. Again, I'll never get over Sophia's stride though. That motherfucker, she got a whole stride. You know she a power walk. She got a power walk like Vince McMahon. That's exactly what it is.
Props.
Oh man, that shit threw the
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made me sad though. Just her saying like, you know, a woman ain't safe in a family full of men. Like that line right there.
Yeah.
Was crazy.
That line was a crazy line.
Like that's crazy that women felt like that.
I think about what I think about in the recent times with that. I think about how men was upset with the whole man in the bear.
Oh,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, let's not sit up here and act like that type of shit don't happen. Man, people can be dangerous. I think people can be dangerous in general. Just people, period. That's just how it goes.
We see the headlines every single day.
Every day.
You know?
I don't leave my daughters with nobody. That's one thing.
You can't.
Always uncles, cousins. I'll be like, nope.
Nobody's off limits.
I don't never like suspect anything, but I just maybe seeing that movie traumatized me.
I mean, no, you're just playing it safe. I don't think it's a traumatization or anything, but I think it's just playing it safe. Because again, we've all experienced some type of family trauma. And one of the things I always say about family trauma and things like that is that it's the people who is close to you that will fuck you over every damn time. This is what they do. They have nothing. What else do they do? You know what I'm saying? What else do they do? So at this point, we're in the movie again. So your man's Mr.'s ex is his actual love. His first, the one that who should have been Harpo's mama, as he says.
That man said,
Shug
"Mammy." That boy said, "Mammy."
Mammy. Shug Avery is in town now. Shug Avery is a blues singer who likes to go to juke joints and sing her blues, and she's very famous around the world and things of that sort. Very well traveled individual, but she was on the sauce a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of concerned when I first saw Shug Avery, because when you see Shug, it's one of my favorite scenes. You know what I'm saying? But you see, this is like the best scene. Again, another classic scene from this film. Because again, everybody talks about this. Everybody says this. I didn't see motherfuckers say it to motherfuckers at work. Just off the bat. You're just like, you know. Let's play that real quick. We're gonna just play that one little snip, and sorry, we don't have that. my bad, folks. My bad. But anyway, she turns around and says, "You show is ugly." That was the
she
word.
was not lying.
I mean, damn.
That was law.
Yeah, but I have a fun fact from that wasn't in the movie, but they actually were in a relationship in the book. Gotcha. And Steven Spielberg was saying that he didn't think people were ready for that type of stuff in the movie, so he watered their relationship down a lot than it was. But they were like actually slept together, and yeah.
Well, I mean, I kind of figured that once.
Yeah.
Once
you're older and you're watching it, you're like, But I didn't think that when I first saw the movie. No,
when I was a child, I didn't understand it because I was just like, oh. But then now I'm looking at it like, oh, you seen this? You see two women.
Yeah, and I think that's because like when we were children, like we saw everything is like black and white. Everything was just so literal, Absolutely. So if we saw something, we just believed it.
Yeah.
When we heard it, we believed it. So we couldn't really see between the lines like how we can now in this movie.
Yeah. I think it was again one of those scenes where it's very iconic. You know what I'm saying? You can't miss it. You know what I'm saying? You hear motherfuckers say, "You show is ugly." You know what I'm saying? All right.
You can't help but laugh.
Right. Like we gotta talk about the breakfast part though. Because that was also a hell of a scene. You got Mister in the kitchen cutting himself up, trying to cut biscuits with a fucking switchblade and shit. Like, first of all, nigga, why are you cutting biscuits with a switchblade?
Trying to be cool, man. Trying to be cool.
Trying to get the coochie, huh? Just trying to get the
coochie. He was trying his hardest too, man.
What? Man. Out here burning. He burnt the whole plate. Old girl threw a plate against the wall. Left ketchup and mustard. I want to know, where did the ketchup and mustard come from? Why was ketchup and mustard on the wall? What the fuck? I thought, you know who did that? It wasn't Shug Avery that did that. It was them badass kids. That's who did it. Them motherfuckers was spraying out motherfucking butter and jam all over the fucking wall for some reason. But also when you see Celie, she goes ahead. That's like you said earlier with the kerosene. This motherfucker's cooking. He breaks out the kerosene to light a fire because the stove ain't hot yet. That shit was wild. Hella wild. I ain't never expect for somebody to do that. And that's it. Danny Glover, Lord, you look. It was just horrible. I don't know. Danny Glover. I feel you, Cash, when you say your thoughts changed on Danny Glover through this.
I hated him, like literally, ever since that movie.
Yeah, they changed kind of. Yeah, they really do change.
He must have really committed to the role because.
Nah, that nigga went through that himself. He went through that shit himself. Trust me. Trust me.
He acted too well.
It's some roles you be like, damn, they acted good. They did the acting just well. But it's some roles you be like, nah, nigga, that's you. That's you for real.
That's all you.
That's you.
Now I remember his character, Mister. Right? Y'all remember the Boondocks? I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the Boondocks. Y'all know that's like one of my favorite shows. But if you know, in one of the episodes, his character was recreated by DC Curry.
Yeah.
He was basically Uncle Ruckus' father. And he beat the shit out of Uncle Ruckus. Like he beat the shit out of
catch you having fun. Just
right, exactly.
The room.
Right. That was every scene. Every scene. You get his ass whooped. Again, Mr. Man, he just did a lot of fuck shit. A lot of fuck shit. Again, favorite scene during this time again was the whole plate. Oh, we ain't
that's a whole nother movie we can do a breakdown on for real. That limo scene alone, we can do a breakdown.
Listen, John, I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't threaten us with a good time because we'll talk about that.
For sure.
I've seen that film backwards and forwards, forwards and backwards. And there's a couple of films that I've seen backwards and forwards and backwards. That's one of them. Forrest Gump is also another. We'll have to one day do an analyst, on all that shit too. But anyway, back to
real quick before we move on.
Yeah,
bump Jenny from Forrest Gump. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yeah. Jenny was.
Hey, since you did that, I'm gonna do you one better. Shug was the black Jenny.
Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
Damn, that's fucked up.
You going that far with it, man?
I told y'all my perspective today was gonna be a little. Y'all gonna be proud of me.
So
today.
why do you feel like that?
Yeah, expound.
So at the end of the, I have to jump forward. At the end, I give it to you all. I get everything.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, let's talk about the fact that again, Sophia and how her relationship with Shug Avery goes. It starts with a breakfast. She brings Shug breakfast. Now, when Shug first gets there, you see her like sick. She's like fucked up or drunk or one of the two. I ain't gonna even lie. I thought she had the syphilis the way she was looking. Because I was just like, she looked like she on her way out. She about to check
up. Said the syphilis.
She had the itchy red bumpies, like straight up.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
She's the black Jenny. So
listen, that's why I can't argue with that. I can't. As much as I hate that comparison, I have to really sit here and be an adult and say, you know what? That's who she is. I have to accept her for who she is. That's who she is. The only thing that's different between her and Jenny, Shug can sing. I'm gonna give Shug some credit. Shug can sing.
Yeah,
Shug can sing. She can shake her ass. She got a little shimmy. She even taught Sigley the little shimmy. You know what I'm saying? She doing it. Shug got it. Shug got it. Yeah, but that's how their relationship blooms.
A little bit.
That's how her relationship blooms. And then she once Seeley slides the tray in, she sits back. She said, "I'm gonna sit back and see if the colors turn different, see if the walls turn colors." And sure enough. Let's talk about it though. That shit's crazy.
If I must say, before I'm gonna go to the middle plugs too.
No. I'll make it myself.
Albert. His ass get.
Hey, Skillet. Why you put the pots up here and nobody can get to them?
She got a whole system and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Butter.
It's in the cooler on the shelf.
Butter?
Huh?
Butter!
They made some stale ass looking biscuits.
They look worse than Popeyes. Goddamn.
Right.
Like
somebody
KFC
Somebody choking.
Ain't warm enough. How you work this stove, huh? Ain't hot enough.
I would have said, fuck you, just figure it out. I know that's
basically what you just did.
And right here, this is why I think she gets her humor laughing at his pain silently.
Like he talking shit.
Wood.
This motherfucker don't even know where the wood is at. Hi-yow.
That's what his ass get.
You know, trying to cook up here. Still ain't have enough. I'll get it hot for you. I'll show you how to make it.
Hell no. Oh hell no! No.
She looking like what? The fuck is he about to do?
She gone, bro.
Yeah, burn your own self down. Shit. Oh shit.
So again, where is the ketchup and the mustard at on that plate?
Did not see any.
As a man, how was he so prideful of that meal?
Nigga, he on fire.
He leading him up the stairs. Look at the smoke. And she just looking like, what is going on?
Right. Just the way you like them.
Trying to kill me?
No, I don't know. No, baby, don't be that way.
Don't be that way. Oh, damn, baby, don't be that way. Don't be that way. All right, we're gonna stop it.
That's what his ass get.
That's how it goes down, bro. That's hilarious. That is so crazy. So boom. Just to give y'all a little outside on that, you know what I'm saying? The juke joint happens, Pops come through, the man's dad comes through, he drops, you know, Mr. Dad's comes through, Mr. Johnson comes through. He's talking shit. He's talking shit on you know, on Celie and how he ain't got shit going on for himself. But Celie gives him a special little gift. You know what I'm saying? Give him a little bit of lemonade water.
I think YouTube got us.
YouTube got us.
YouTube